In this video, we're going to work with Fireworks, the pen drawing tools, and this controls your vector drawing tools. It's in addition to being able to make standard shapes to work with, we work with a pen tool, and we can control the shapes and where the anchor points lay, and it has an outline, and you can put a fill inside of it, just like you would any shape, and control the way it fills and the stroke and in the properties panel. Okay, I like to see the path panel as well because this will control our path anchor points and how they look and how they act. Okay, we can click and drag, but we can also make changes. Here I want to lay down an anchor point by clicking, and it's attached, and once I click again, it'll lay down an anchor point every time I click. Okay, so I'm making straight lines, and how do I get out of here? I need to use my control or the command key on a Mac to end this craziness. Okay, so I'm done, and if I click on the pointer tool or the tool, I call it the select tool, either the select tool or the direct selection tool, I can end. All right, so either one of those. Using the pen tool again, let's try that again. There's another way to end it if you don't want to use the control key. Well, let's do some more anchors. Okay, I can go all the way back over to the pointer tool, and it will end it. Okay, I still have that selected. So if I use the pen tool and I try to click again, oh, it's still connected. Yeah, I did not deselect my piece there. Let's go try that again a different way. I want to make some curves. So I'm laying down a point, and if I click and drag instead of just clicking, I get these handle points. So dragging, I got this handle. All right, I'm going to make a click, and that's a corner. Click and drag, it's a curve. Click, it's a corner. All right, let's end that using the selection or the pointer tool. All right, click in any blank area, and it deselects the whole thing. Let's do that again. I want to make all curves. Click and drag. You can make handles long, short, and go in any direction you want, and it will control the curve depending on which direction that you drag. So click and drag. I'm going horizontally because I want to make a wave. It's horizontal. Click and drag. Again, horizontally, same direction as the starting point. Click and drag again, and you can see how these corner, it's not a corner, it is a curve. All right, let's end that. All right, let's see what's going on here. This makes a nice wave or a curve. Do you see that they are all going in the same direction? That makes a nice wave if I alternate up and down between where the anchor points are positioned. Okay, the direct or the sub-selection tool, I can choose a particular anchor point individually. They turn blue or whatever color that my vector lines are for the layer. And then I can go into the path panel and change the type of anchor point it is. It's either a point or a smooth point. Okay, it's a corner or a curve. I did not deselect, so it's still working. So I need to click anywhere in a blank spot with the selection. Let's try that again. This time I want to just make corners and then convert. So whatever you become comfortable with, this may help you draw a little bit easier. Okay, maybe clicking and dragging is not quite your thing. So the sub-selection tool, once we've laid down the framework for a shape, I can click on an anchor point, go to click on the smooth point, and it gives me handles Okay. So even the end points, those are going like in the wrong direction. There are other controls here. We can sharpen a point and things like that, but with this going in a wrong direction, I'm going to make one of them disappear into itself. This one's wounded the wrong way, so I unwind it. Okay, it gets to be where you need to get used to the fact that the first time you lay down anchor points, it's not going to look exactly like the shape that you want. So you select. Now let's try this one, Fillet Points. I can round the corner and it will put the handles where I want to make a little curve, and I can tell it what radius. So it takes that one anchor point and makes two out of it with handles. Let's try that with a polygon existing shape, because we can use the path operations, these edit points, with a pre-made shape as well. We'll try the fillet on that. Okay, we made a nice fun shape out of it. We modified it with the edit points. I had all of them selected. So let's go back here and try a different shape. There are a few things you can do with the pen tool itself. When you hover over it, you'll notice that, okay, you got a minus sign. I could click on one of those and get rid of it. Also, I can click and drag, and that means I edit the type of point it is. Click and drag. Click and drag. Oh, that's wound the wrong way. You can see there's a loop. So I unwind it. That takes some getting used to. Let's go ahead and put some color into this. I wanted to show you that an open-ended shape that you make and you fill, okay, it goes directly across. It finds the end points and goes straight across. So it looks a bit strange, but this is an open-ended shape. Okay, same thing with the curved piece also. Another thing that I wanted to show you, these shapes are in a hierarchy according to when I drew them. So one is on top of another. All right, so as I modify these things, I can make changes to them. All right, this one's on top, and I can still modify it even though it's on top of something else, any which way that I want to. I can move another shape. Okay, this one seems to be below, and I want it on top. What do I do? So selecting my shape or my paths that I wanted to, the modify panel, I can do transformations like rotating and scaling like we would any shape. Okay, but I can arrange them to be in the front, the back, moving it backward, forward, and now I've moved it to the front and it's on top.